Can you guess what my little character girl is doing? She's making pottery because I made a pottery studio using the Mario floating bricks. Stay tuned for this speed build. Hello, happy Friday. My name is Allison. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It means so much to me. For today's build, I'm just going to get into it because I am so excited. I made a pottery studio today because I do have a pottery studio on one of my beaches on my island, but it's like the middle of winter and I don't expect my villagers or my little girl to go out there and make pottery like in 30-degree weather. So I thought I should give her her own little pottery studio. I've been wanting to use this wallpaper forever, so that's kind of where I started with the room. And then I also wanted to use the floating bricks again, and the floating bricks look really, really good with this wallpaper. So it just kind of was meant to be. I was struggling with today's video and what to create, and I made this at like 1 in the morning, and I was like, I don't hate it. I think I actually like it. So I slept on the design and I sent it to one of my best friends for her to be like, yeah, it looks good. And she gave the approval, so here we are. So funny story, I've actually only tried to do ceramics once in my life and I was absolute garbage. You know how you're supposed to like throw the clay onto the wheel? Yeah, I could never get it centered. It was always off, it would fall off, and I don't have like the thumb strength to do ceramics. So the closest that I can get to doing ceramics in real life is what I'm doing right now, and I'm okay with it. Virtual pottery is way less messy than real pottery. Also, I was thinking, do you guys like name your little character, or does your little character, is it named after you? You know what I mean? Like I call her like my little girl or my little character. I don't call her by the name I gave her. And so I guess, should I rename her? Or like I could call her what my villagers call her, but my villagers call her Sushi Roll. And I don't really think that's a name. And I don't want to name my character Sushi Roll. So maybe I'll name her like Janice or something. That's a classy name, Janice. All I'm thinking about is Friends. But my middle name, Chandler, I was named Chandler after Friends. So it makes sense that my little girls would be named Janice, because Janice and Chandler dated for a little bit. Wait, not that I'm saying that I need to date my character, because that's weird. Okay, her name is not gonna be Janice. Why don't we go with like Georgia or something? I don't know if it's the bandana that's giving me like southern vibes, but Georgia feels like a good name for her. So instead of my little character, I'll start referring to her as Georgia. I don't know if ceramic studios use like weights. You see how I have those, the yellow and the blue weight? I thought like that's how you would weigh the clay maybe. Oh, and here's my favorite part, when I get to grab the floating blocks. I definitely struggled a little bit with placing everything just because I can't really see, but it all worked out in the end. Look at how nice it looks. It's like a brick support beam. That's kind of what I was going for, and I really like how it turned out. You just have to kind of plan the room around the floating bricks. So I put the floating bricks where I wanted them first when I was initially designing the room. Then I built the room around the placement of the floating bricks, because like I said before, you can't put anything below them. You can only put stuff on top of them, which makes decorating with them tricky because you have like, what is it? I think I used 12 bricks, so I have 12 spaces that's just essentially dead underneath. So it does take a lot of planning to use these bricks in this fashion. When I made my Mario bar, it was really easy to use these floating bricks because it was only in a small corner of my room, and the floating bricks was like where the bartender would stand under. Oh, and I found these precious custom designs. I'll include them at the end of the video, but they really tied this pottery studio together. I love Pinterest. That is where I find probably 95% of all the custom designs I use for all my speed builds. Pinterest is just like an OG. I never used Pinterest before I did any of my Animal Crossing stuff, and now it's like a part of my everyday social media. I am constantly scrolling for like new custom designs, and people post so many like intricate, beautiful designs for different types of builds, and it's just such an inspiring place that I 100,000% recommend going to Pinterest if you're in like a creative slump or if you need to find custom designs. Speaking of creative slump, can someone please yell at me to tell me to work on my freaking island? Because I just walk around my island and I'm like, not today. Like I emotionally, physically, like my thumbs cannot do it. I cannot. I'm struggling, and I just need like a drill sergeant to yell at me to tell me to finish my island because I want to update my dream address, because the last time I updated my dream address was Christmas, and you know what, it's 3 months after Christmas, so I know I need to update it, but I haven't even decorated it. I've been like hiding behind the phrase, oh, I'm still terraforming, but but that's a dirty lie. I have like an outline for what videos I want to post in the upcoming months, and for next Tuesday I was supposed to do an island tour of my own island, and that's freaking hilarious that I thought my island would be done. I just like, that's hysterical to me that I had that much confidence in myself. But look at how happy I am. I was able to complete this room, and that counts for something. Doesn't the brick support beams, don't they just look so nice? I'm so happy with how it looks. I'm running around my pottery studio. Look at the clay furnaces puffing their little puffs of air. I'm just so happy. Thank you so much for watching this speed build. I hope you liked it. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday, so if you like my content, please like, subscribe, and follow me on my other platforms. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Oh, and before I forget, here are all the custom design codes that I use for this speed build. If you have the room, go download them. Now I'm going to do one last zip around this speed build ceramics pottery studio. I am so happy with how it turned out. Thanks for watching. Bye.